Good evening. Majority of the people in the world they were surprised when Donald Trump was elected as the president of United States of America. So though it was a surprise, it's a reality. And Donald Trump became the 45th president of United States of America. So during the election campaign, you might have heard that so many promises were made by Donald Trump. So the people have expected that. So these are the controversial promises that you are making, and that may be going to one of the reasons where he is going to be defeated. But everything turned around, and Donald Trump he became the president of United States of America. And immediately after that, he started implementing the promises what he made during his election campaign. And as we all know that he took the office on he took the swearing in ceremony on 20th January 2017, and starting from day number one he started implementing this. So like the what are the promises made by him, like repealing Obamacare, or the construction of a wall between United States of America and Mexico, and also imposing travel ban, and restriction on H-1B visas. So many decisions are being taken by Donald Trump administration. But otherwise, of course, the judiciary is also putting some restrictions on the decisions that are taken by Donald Trump. And especially with respect to India, so this H-1B visa, that is decision that is going to be taken on this H-1B visas, so that is really worrisome for India. Because if you look at the last year, it seems that 85,000 visas were issued by United States of America. 85,000 H-1B visas. So what is this H-1B? I am going to tell you after some time. And out of that, out of this 85,000, 70% have been given to the Indians. Meaning, so look at the strength of the Indians there and who are working there and supporting, of course, the United States economy. So, but today I would like to show you some questions with respect to, this United States of America, and specifically with relation to Mr. Donald Trump. And let's look at the questions, and these are the possible questions in any forthcoming examination. And along with that one, I'll give you additional information as we look into the questions, right? Look at this. The President of United States of America, Mr. Donald Trump, decided to ban immigrants from how many Muslim majority countries, and that created the uproar. So the decision has created the uproar. So many people, not just so many people, so many countries in the world, so they have expressed their dissatisfaction over the decision of this. And before going to the answer, let me tell you one point here. So what was the opinion of India? So when this particular travel ban has been imposed, India did not respond for this. So because, India always follows, the policy, of wait and watch. But otherwise, the Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, so was one of the first very few highest dignitaries in the world, which were, spoken to, who were spoken to, this Mr. Donald Trump. And the discussion went on very cordially. And India expects lots of support from United States of America, and USA also expects a lot of support from India in future. But since beginning, as we are discussing, that India's worry is with respect to Pakistan because of the, this supporting of terrorism by Pakistan. So, but during this time, so far, no decision has been announced by Donald Trump administration with respect to Pakistan. So until and unless it is not clear, so India is not going to speak about anything. But the moment decision is announced by Mr. Donald Trump with respect to the terrorism, of course he is talking so much about the ISIS. So that is one part of this terrorism. But what about the terrorism that is being, this is supported by, this our neighboring nation. So this is the basic India's basic concern. Now, so we need to wait and watch. So because of this reason only, so India did not say anything on this. But with respect to other decisions, India said something. What is that? So we'll see now. So let me go back to the question first and look at the question. Look at this. So the president of USA, Donald Trump, decided to ban immigrants from how many Muslim majority countries? And this decision created uproar. 5, 6, 7, 8. Answer is 7. Kindly remember this. And I would like to show you. Hope you are clear with the answer. The answer is 7. 7 Muslim majority countries. Look at this. Look at this. So what are those nations? Kindly remember for the examination point of view: Iran, Iraq, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Syria, and Yemen. 7 nations, please. Kindly read the names: Iran, Iraq, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Syria, and Yemen. And this is going to prevent access to 21.8 crore people. 21.8 crore people, right? And see here with respect to especially, the entire world, United States of America is always important. United States of America is always important, and that is the most powerful nation on the earth. Number one, and the president of USA is considered to be most powerful man. And whoever may be the president of United States of America, he is always there in the news, and that person has the capacity so to put pressure on various nations, and those nations will also modify their decisions. Okay, so that is the reason why, so there will be a clear cut reflection of the, this impression made by the president of United States of America, and now it is being made by Mr. Donald Trump, right? And for that reason, in any examination, right, question with relation to sorry, questions with relation to United States of America, no, they are very, very common in nature. That is the reason why. So we are making an attempt to understand some more points with respect to recent issues. And now I would like to show you one more question. Have a look at this. Look at this. Which of the following are the controversial decisions being implemented by the United States government? US government, as promised by the president during the election campaign. Very, very important one. Of course, some are being this put on hold by the judiciary. Have a look at this. Okay, look at this. Number one, building the Mexico border wall. It's going to cost huge amounts, and it's going to be constructed, this 35 feet height and 1600 kilometers long. Number two, recommissioning oil pipelines. So once it is done, that is going to be helpful to United States of American economy, in a larger extent. And one pipeline is coming from Canada, and another pipeline is within, this United States of America. Number C, pulling America out of the Trans-Pacific Partnership, that is C. And D, repealing Obamacare. Kindly look at these questions. All the students who are preparing for the civil service examination, kindly pay keen attention. So these type of questions will be asked in the examination. Okay, that's it. Right? So what should be the answer? Obviously, you looked into this A, B, C, D very carefully, and A, B, C, D, all the statements are right. All the statements are right with respect to this question. Clear? So now, so we'll try to see more details with respect to this question. Have a look at this. And answer is 4, that is ABCD. If you want to read, you may read once again. Right. So when it comes to, just a moment. Yes. Have a look at this. The first one, Obamacare. Repealing of Obamacare, and of course, this was the first decision, and that has been taken by Mr. Donald Trump, and it is being implemented. So when it comes to Obamacare, this is the informal name. This is the very much informal name, but the actual name of this particular act is. Have a look at this. I'm highlighting this line. Please look at the line. So this is the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act. So this is the actual name of this act, and informally it is called Obamacare. So this Affordable Care Act, generally it is called, Affordable Care Act, but the full name is Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act. And the Affordable Care Act was designed to increase health insurance quality and affordability, lower the uninsured rate by expanding insurance coverage, and reduce the cost of healthcare. And the biggest problem with this is that, so with respect to lowering the, this rate, it was not done. That is the reason why, of course. And there was also one of the clauses in this particular act that from remaining health cares, from remaining insurances, so the people have been asked to shift this to this Obamacare. So, but reason may be anything. This particular person has decided to, this remove this, repeal this. Next one is the Mexican Wall. So this also created very much uproar during his election campaign, and even after his election, again he reiterated for the construction of the Mexican Wall. Look at this, a wall along US-Mexico border to prevent illegal entry of people. If it is constructed, what will happen? If this particular wall is constructed, so this will be of the first of its kind of this wall between any two nations, right? In the modern times, otherwise, this in China also you have this great wall of China. Of course, it was constructed, long many years back. And you also saw this, Berlin Wall, all right? So like this, it was there. But in the modern times, so this is the, first of its kind. And Donald Trump is reiterating for constructing of this, and this is basically meant for stopping the this illegal entry of the people. All right. And this is going to be constructed, 35 feet height will be there, and 1600 kilometers long. Lots of expenditure will be there. I'll show you the pictures now. And apart from this, for the maintenance purpose also, you incur lots of expenditure every year. But otherwise, if you look at, various countries, between various countries also, there is a border, that is a fencing. Clear, there is a fencing that is done by, through wire. All right. So, but this is a very, this is a phenomenal decision that is taken by, Mr. Donald Trump. Look at this. A wall along US-Mexico border to prevent illegal entry of the people. It would be about 35 feet height and 1600 kilometers long. And it is estimated to be $12 billion to $15 billion and $700 million as the annual maintenance. Kindly look at this very clearly. $12 billion to $15 billion. That is for the purpose of construction. Apart from this, you need to maintain. For the maintenance itself, it's costing $700 million as the annual maintenance. Next. So next is the recommissioning of certain pipelines. So this is the Keystone XL from Canada, and the second one is the, this 1900 kilometer long Dakota Access. Kindly remember this one. One is the Keystone XL, and second one is the Dakota Access. So this Dakota Access will be from North Dakota to Patoka in Illinois, right? And look at this Keystone. This it will be costing $5.4 billion, and it is going to transport 8,30,000 barrels of crude oil each day. And Dakota Access would cost $3.7 billion and will transport 4,70,000 barrels of crude a day. Right? Next. Next is the travel ban. So this is with respect to this H1B visa, and this is considered to be a non-immigrant visa. H1B visa is a non-immigrant visa, right? So these visas are of two kinds. One is the immigrant, and second one is the non-immigrant. Immigrant visa is that visa where a person is visiting United States of America with an intention of permanent stay in that particular country. That is called immigrant visa. Second one is the non-immigrant is this. So a person is going to this has the intention of going to United States of America with no intention of permanent residency, only for the temporary stay. Temporary stay. So he is going to be there, and that is called the non-immigrant visa. Clear? And this H1B visa. So right, what we are talking about this one now. So this is one of the non-immigrant visas that are issued by United States of America. Clear? And sometimes the people will go for certain health checkups. The people will go for the tourism, and the people will go for the business purpose, and again come back. So they will all come under non-immigrant visa. Am I clear? So H1B is also non-immigrant. So, but the decision that is taken by this is H1 by Donald administration is really worrying India. Why? So we'll see now. Look at this. So this H1B visa allows US employers to employ foreign workers in specialty occupations. Last year, that is in the year 2016, United States of America has issued 85,000 H1B visas, and out of which 70% went to Indians. Maybe you must be aware of so many people, right? Maybe in your family, right? So the cousins, right? So they must have been there, right? And they all might have gone on the what is called H1B visas. Now, one of the proposals by the Trump administration is to double the minimum salary of the foreign workers. All right. And all these years, it was, the minimum was it was $65,000. So now, so the idea is to double this one. So then the minimum salary for the foreign worker will be $1,30,000. Clear? $1,30,000. So obviously it will be going to have a very huge impact on the Indians who are present over there. And for your information, I gave some information here. Difference between immigrant and non-immigrant visa. An immigrant visa is the visa issued to a person wishing to live permanently in United States of America. And a non-immigrant visa is the visa issued to persons with a permanent residence outside the US. Outside the US, they have the permanent residence, but who wishes to be in the US on a temporary basis. Permanently in USA, this will be immigrant, right? Temporarily in USA, and permanent residence outside USA, that is the non-immigrant. Examples here: tourism, medical treatment, business, temporary work or study. All these will be coming under the non-immigrant visas. Right? So that's all for the day. Thank you so much for being with me this Saturday evening, and I wish you a very, very happy weekend. And I'll see you again on Monday with more current affairs. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend. Take very good care. Good night.